Investigate.
First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could, anyway. Maybe.
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko? Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice?
An accomplice? What are you doing here? Don't be rude, I'm here to answer your question.
What question?
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but
What are you
one of them has no
with
chance of profiting from it. I forgot the voices of all of them.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
What the fuck are you doing with the names?
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing. Now we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal? Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action.
This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems.
Monokuma file number 3 has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. So do you think Hiro did it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Well, Hifumi said his name. Why would he mislead like that? There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. All the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use.
What's the difference between a mallet and a hammer? They're like the same thing?
Yeah, they're pretty much the same thing. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all. And it's wet. Did someone wash it recently?
Spotless hammer has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Your boy's caked up.
Taka. He'll never move again. No, my friend! According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head.
Taka died. He's dead, Joe.
We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved.
Blue tarp has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook.
Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body.
Yeah, we get it, dude. He's fat. Let's move on.
I mean, how on earth was a killer able to move someone so big?
True.
From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something's about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it. His glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that? And why?
Hifumi's glasses has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook.
It's a dolly. Doesn't have a handle. Saw this in the art room before. Guess it's used to move statues around. It's kinda awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that?
Repository dolly has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook.
There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened. Would you like my help?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. Oh, shit. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared.
Is Makoto talking?
Oh, and soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared.
I think
Oh,
that
shit.
might be a typo, actually. I don't know.
Oh.
I feel like
think
Sakura's talking right now.
After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me.
Or maybe they're talking to each other. I don't know.
According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. No, it's not a typo. They're just
Oh,
like,
yeah,
talking
okay.
to each other. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning, just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the second floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
What's wrong?
I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor, where we split up and began searching. Then, right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste! What's wrong?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you.
Why are you changing Byakuya's voice?
Oh, I'm just experimenting. Yeah.
I saw him, that strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
And then... Huh? What was that?
It came from downstairs, it must have been.
Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect up on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse. Just also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened. But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed. Oh, and that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right?
You sounded a bit weird, Makoto.
I did.
What is wrong with you?
Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual.
Hifumi's body has disappeared.
Why are you making her voice sound so weird? What the
What do you? It sounds just like what she sounded like.
We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was, in fact, gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Coco and rushed back to the equipment room.
This can't be happening.
Are we hallucinating all this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. And there we discovered the two bodies that had apparently vanished.
Oh man, they're really flashbacking everything. It's so fucking long.
And that brings us up to now. Makoto? I've been thinking about something.
What?
It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came right to the repository to, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked? And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who unlocked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Oh, this fucker's here. Byakuya.
Who are you calling fucker?
Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it?
I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died.
Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
Then there is no room to suspect anyone else.
Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume?
Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. True!
I mean, he is kind of dumb.
Not wrong.
But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case?
Well, no. There are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies?
They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation.
But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we?
Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron.
There's only one way in and out of this room. Through the door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. The door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone.
Repository door has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook.
Where you going, Joe? That's not the way, that's not the way. You're so bad with directions. You're like Zoro.
I know.
Minus the cool factor.
Hey! Fuck off. Huh? This tarp. Feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too.
I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Oh, is that it? Okay.
Some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. Why is the blood pink? That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on its tire.
The blood's been always pink in this game, Joe. I don't know why you're asking now.
Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible.
Equipment room bloodstain has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook.
But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery.
Do you have any theories how Hifumi's body ended up in the 3rd floor repository?
Teleportation. Instant transmission.
Goku. Hifumi is Goku.
Yeah. Justice Hammer 4. The weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here.
Danganronpa is notorious for having pink blood.
Yeah,
I don't know why. It's like I guess red blood is too graphic or something.
it's just a normal trash can. Well, no shit, Kodo.
No, really?
Wait, there's something inside.
There's trash in the trash can?
It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. Ooh. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Ugh. But it's also covered in blood.
Ew, it's covered in blood.
Ah, did you find something?
Oh, your voice is back to normal again, Celeste.
What are you talking about? My voice has always been like this.
Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
A cleaning cloth?
And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Yeah, me either. But I think it might be important.
Glasses cleaning cloth has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook.
What are you investigating, Celeste?
I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you, Makoto?
Oh, you know. I'm just checking this and that.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
How Hifumi was moved, eh?
When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom.
And when you got back, the body was gone?
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though.
Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then, the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
It would seem so.
To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... Oh, damn, Makoto. Just call him fat already, why don't you?
No, he's big.
I can't think of it as anything less than impossible.
Yeah, we gotta be PC. Celeste's account has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you, little boy.
You have?
I wanted to thank you for what you did, little boy.
Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hiro's room. Oh, let me give you this.
Meet in the dining hall.
This is a note Hiro wrote to get us all to meet up, right?
You remember well.
Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap.
It's a trap.
What is?
Things grow even more exciting.
What are you talking about?
I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Goodbye. Yasuhiro's message has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook.
So he said to go to Hiro's room, but what's waiting for me there?
Where are you going?
This is Hiro's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where'd he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? It's a normal bed, pretty much just like the one in my room. Okay, Makoto, great job.
Why aren't you sniffing it like you did with fucking Sayaka's bed, huh?
I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and something's made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hiro's room. But wait, these blueprints, something about them bothers me.
Robo Justice Blueprints has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook.
Soundlessly check the bathroom. Nothing in here. It's pretty grungy though.
Ew.
How does the bathroom even get this dirty?
Ew.
Ew.
This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. There's no point in worrying about it right now. I need to just forget about it.
This bathroom's all poopy. Covered in pee-pee. It's gross. I think you checked everything in this room. You could get out of here. Probably smells like shit too.
Makoto! Big news! Big news!
Big boobs.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
We found Kyoko!
Oh shit.
What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Big boobs.
Oh my god, she does have big boobs.
Yeah.
Robo Justice showed up too.
Oh shit.
Robo Justice? It's Hiro wearing the costume. Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. To think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. Kyoko and Pew, man, I have had the worst day. Hero?
I am positive that is the suspicious individual that attacked me. Apparently, that ridiculous object is Hiro. I'd ask Kyoko for the details if I were you.
Robo Justice finally made his appearance, huh? I guess Kyoko's the one that found him. Hero? Ha ha ha! Yeah, duh! Who else would I be? That's a good question. Huh? What? Why do I look like this? What? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? I found... Oh, it's you.
That's my character, you little bitch. I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
She kicked him.
Yeah,
Jesus. I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it. Like, don't know, caress my face or something.
That's creepy.
Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden, without a trace.
Dude, even cool Kyoko couldn't resist this tell her that he's creepy. Like,
What?
no, just nothing. It's funny that she called him a creep.
Yeah.
There was something I had to check up on.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
I can't. Never
I'm
mind.
not telling you, you little bitch. Never mind. I'm not telling you. Shut the fuck up. More importantly,
She says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
first of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second, I was asleep. Don't even know how that happened. When I woke up, And then I was here.
I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help?
Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? Dumbass.
I didn't make this stupid friggin' thing.
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. You don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
Took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. Took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Woo! Free at last! Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
More to the point, nobody but Hiro will be able to wear that costume.
Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well. In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume.
That's true. I saw the blueprints myself.
Yeah, me too. Then it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking people, attacking everyone, was Hiro.
Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment.
Yeah. I mean... attacking? Blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake Hiro running around. You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker? How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me. Fine. If you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Oh, it smells like death.
Ah, see, look. See how loose it is? What the heck? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight. That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment. Well, either way, we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume. In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, Now you're all out of excuses. No, see? It's 'cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then...
Makoto, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this. See? I told you it was impossible.
You are absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but fits them.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
Evidence?
You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us.
What the heck? Who cares? Hiro's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway. Which is how we know it was him. I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me?
Robo Justice costume has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook.
There's a big locker near the pool.
Thanks, Mr. Obvious. I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. But where has Kyoko been hiding all this time?
I have no idea.
Perhaps she really is working for the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior?
But...
You are quite protective of her, yes? You little simp boy?
That's because she's helped me out so much up until now.
Simp! If I were the mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to earn your trust.
You don't tell me what's going on. How am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto. Who was it? Well, two people were killed. Taka and Hifumi. What? Two people? Why are you freaking out? You did it. I did not. Wait, hold on. If those two are the ones that were killed, that's it. I know who did it.
You may as well tell us then.
Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right? Which means alter ego and or Chihiro must have done it. Chihiro's dead, you dumbass. What the fuck?
I see. That's unfortunate.
Huh? Unfortunate? Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong. I know. That note. Note? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found the hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 AM. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room. Then for some reason I fell asleep. The real killer probably drugged me or something. Not a chance.
No, hold on. You could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
What? Really? Told you. Someone's trying to set me up. Secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Go! They preyed on my desire to get out of here! They deceived me! I still don't buy it. Well, you should buy it! Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket. Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure. But please! You gotta believe me! I wouldn't hurt a fly!
As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us that note? I have no particular issue with that what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason.
What the heck? For serious.
Yasuhiro's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins.
Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it. Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, hero. No. It's like I said. Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke. And that's why... Whoa, wait. That's a false accusation. Someone, help me. Oh, he's a pussy. Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you.
If you have no time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right?
Ah, you're right. I need to look for the second suit and that note. Feet don't fail me now. I guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko or Genocide Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye! One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto, do you have a second?
Huh?
I want you to help me with the investigation. It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground.
Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
No.
To reject me so simply.
Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, okay.
Thanks. Now then, shall we? So Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpse.
Examine the corpses. Can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl same age as me.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living. Wouldn't you agree?
How am I supposed to answer?
Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay then, show me where the bodies are.
They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. This is the second floor?
Yes, sir. You gotta go to the third floor. That's not where the stairs are. No, not that way. Go back, go back. Oh my god. Around the corner. Right. No, not there, not there, not there. No. That's downstairs. No, that's the pool. Left. Left turn. Yes. Hifumi and Taka.
For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid. But only for a moment.
Alright, I'm over it. Well then, let's get started.
She crouched down next to Taka, and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons.
Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable.
Makoto, I found something.
You did?
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand?
He did?
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? Huh?
No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock.
So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken.
Hey, you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting?
I thought it was over. He still had dialogue.
Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock! You know that! Bedtime for all the little boys and girls! I get to do his voice again!
It might be the last to make it count, Joe. So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. True!
Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Oh, that wasn't my line.
Huh?
Oops, never mind.
No, that was your line.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
Oh, that's my line. Broken wristwatch has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something.
You're right. There's something white in there.
Can you try and pry it out?
Me?
Rigor mortis has already set in. Geez, boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? It's pretty morbid.
Oh, okay. Much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper.
Was that all he had in his hand?
Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue. does it?
I wonder about that.
Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he left us a few clues of his own. Kyotaka's scrap of paper has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Do you think it's Hiro? Or do you think he's being set up? Because some people are saying it was him, some other people are saying like he's being set up.
It's like a 50-50 chance at this point. Because you never know with Danganronpa.
50-50 chance.
You never know.
Either he did it or he didn't.
Yeah.
50-50 chance. Yeah, everything's a 50-50 chance, Joe. Alright, come on, let's go. Chop chop.
Alright. I gotta talk to Kyoko, right?
Yeah. I think so.
So, did you find anything?
I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this.
Wad of paper?
Hifumi had it hidden on him.
Hidden?
He'd stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hid it on purpose, you see.
His pants? Wait, so you...
Oh, Kyoko, I wouldn't touch that if I were you. It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. Anyway, let's take a look at that paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up.
When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like... It better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this.
Oh, it's got some mystery sauce on it.
A note?
I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 AM. That sounds very familiar.
That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
Although, it's not exactly the same, is it?
Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found the hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 AM. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 AM. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 AM.
Hold on, just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him.
Huh?
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there.
There's some meaning to part of it being ripped? Could you maybe explain it a little more?
Think carefully. Why would he have been clutching the scrap of paper so tightly?
I have no idea.
What if it wasn't just a scrap paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. The note Hifumi had has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place.
So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone on my way to mention it. Dumbass. All I said was they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role.
Handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind.
E-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Ding dong, ding a bong.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin. Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion.